Welcome, Sapient Sapphires. Today, I was doing a reading. I was getting all my things back where they need to be, and two cards popped out, and I am being told that I should discuss them. So, firstly, we have Justice paired with the Eight of Wands. So, it feels like someone is either internally or externally going through some sort of karmic lesson, or this could even pertain to some sort of legal matter, as this is the Justice card. But someone is getting justice for something, and it is a quick moving energy. The Eight of Wands is typically represented by like a bunch of wands being hurled at you, 8 of them to be exact. On this one, however, they're kind of standing still, and the ravens are just kind of chilling on them. So it could be that this was a long process that had to happen, but it made it to where you were able to accrue the necessary wisdom, the necessary knowledge that you need to be able to move forward, to really understand this karmic lesson. So let's dig a little deeper. We have the Nine of Swords coming out. So, this card, we have a woman who is looking up at this raven shadow, and she is absolutely terrified. This is typically our card of anxiety and nightmares, and just, I want to say that push and pull kind of feeling where it's like you can never quite get out of the battle. You're kind of stuck in there, which I think is definitely where this is coming from. Someone has been dealing with that Nine of Swords energy for quite a while, and it's now time for Justice to come in and do his job. He's all about teaching lessons, and not just lessons, but the scales are reminding me of Ma'at, I believe the name is, in Egyptian mythology, where you had the weighing of the heart ceremony. So you had a heart on one side, the person's heart when they die on one side, obviously not when they're alive and stick it on there, but you have the heart weighed against a feather, and if the scales are equal, then you get to go into the Egyptian version of, I guess you would call it heaven. You go into the fields. But someone definitely in the past, or this could even be the present energy, it's a very kind of scattered, scared type of vibe that's given me. And it could be that shadow of the raven is actually more of an illusion than it is a real issue. Well, I don't want to say that, because even illusions are real issues. Maybe it's not like maybe it's more like, I'm just gonna say illusion. I'm gonna leave it at that. So the next card, okay, Four of Swords, rest, and kind of hermiting oneself to gain that knowledge, that wisdom that is actually going to help bring about this fast-moving type of justice energy. Just pointing this out, we have the shadow on this card, the nightmare, anxiety card, and then in the stained glass window on the Four of Swords, we have this really cool anti-shadow, I guess, but it's really bringing me back to the idea of the dark and light parts of ourselves. So someone may have been stuck in a really dark phase, but you're moving out of it into this kind of lighter version of self, where once you take that rest and you kind of hermit yourself, you're going to find that the answers come when you least expect them. It's kind of like when you're taking a shower and you have a really good idea. So, sometimes it just takes a little bit of rest, a little bit of a mental break. We have two swords out on the table right now, so I'm definitely picking up on the overthinking aspect of everything, and the idea that it feels like you really need to take a break, and that will open up a lot of new doors in the future. And yeah, speaking of new doors, we have the Fool card coming out. So we're talking about a new beginning, actually. Not just new doors, but just an opening of life, potentially having to do with whatever justice is swiftly coming in. We have the Knight of Cups. So this knight isn't a very fast-moving knight. He sometimes takes his time. And it's going between the overthinking kind of ick energy and this really rejuvenating rest energy. And that's kind of what someone needs to be able to refill their cup, to be able to continue on with their the journey called life and really be fulfilled by it. Okay. Ooh, very cool. Okay, so since these came out together, I'm going to read them together. We have the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Strength card. So it takes a lot of strength to go within and really understand those aspects of self that are below the surface, that aren't, they're not the way you present yourself out in the world, but they might be some of those kind of nasty sort of energies that we want to let go of, like understanding where your anxieties and all that is coming from, for instance. The High Priestess is a great card for that. She's very intuitive. And then the Knight of Wands, after you get through the taming of the beast, so to speak, you're going to find that you know a little bit more about what you want in life, that willpower, that thing that really drives you. And it's that and the learning experience that comes along with this, because the pages are all about kind of learning and having more wisdom than you started out with, or when you were, in the full card state, the that new beginning. This is kind of like the refined version of that. So, oh yeah, I'm feeling someone is kind of being polished up, like silver, maybe. On the bottom we have the Seven of we have the Seven of Wands. Someone is really getting into that idea of holding their ground or defending their position, or they will be in the future, as this karmic justice, I'll say, comes in. But we have this guy, he's not going anywhere. He is steadfast, staying put. He's defending his happiness at all costs. It doesn't look like it in the card, but in the traditional deck, he's the one that's kind of like fighting everyone off with the stick. So it's really taking me back to the idea of when you find out what it is you really want, and once that lesson is learned, whatever it may be, you're really going to want to hold your ground on it. And this is going to help you with the idea of reciprocation. This is the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like the giving and receiving card, but also on the traditional deck, the guy also has a pair of scales. So he is actually determining who is worthy of being given a gift and who's not worthy. And this guy, he's just feeding all the ravens. This is a very powerful energy to be in when you can really feel that justice and feel that it's paid off and that you can do something with it, that you can give back, that you can finally receive, because maybe with all that anxiety and whatever other emotions are going on, maybe you've been too afraid to kind of open yourself up. Speaking of, we have now the Queen of Cups. So it's really about opening, I feel that, the heart space. And someone's had theirs closed off for a while because of this lack of justice. Because they've been stuck. They've been kind of trapped in a cycle that they didn't want to be in. And it's not until you get to kind of start on your new beginning after this rest period that you're really going to notice a difference in yourself, in the way that you give and receive, and in the way that you love other people. Which is going to bring a whole new beginning for you. Two of Wands, we have this this masked guy who he has his wand already chosen, and traditionally he has a globe in his hand. This one, it does look like a globe, but not like with the earth on it. He has the universe in his hand. He has what he wants, where he wants to go. He's not worried about like all that past crap. He has that new beginning. He is trekking out. He or she, masked. I don't know, but the crow person is he's going out. He's exploring. He's doing his own thing for once in his life. It feels like someone has not been able to do that before. Maybe also not having a sense of community or anyone backing you up. Maybe that's one reason why this swift justice is so very important, is that you needed the backup. You needed the community. You needed to go through all the hard work and the effort to really find yourself and not get caught up in all the all the crap, we'll say. Because you got to leave all that stuff behind. Six of Swords, we're talking about taking that boat past the kind of murky I'm blanking on the word. We'll just call them non-tranquil waters into the more serene, tranquil spaces of life. And that's really going to birth something for you. You are creating your new future in this, whatever it may be. But it all starts with this karmic justice that is kind of coming your way. And it's coming in swiftly. It's coming in to help. It is contingent upon this rest card. To start the new beginning, you have to go inward and really kind of deep dive to try to figure out what it is that's causing you so much strife. What this shadow represents to you. And once you finally figure that out, whether it's, like I said earlier, with all the swords on the table, I was definitely getting some very overthinking energy, some very anxiety type of energy. Maybe even... okay, so as people, we have a tendency to put ourselves down a lot, and that really doesn't serve anyone any good. When you're constantly naysaying yourself and saying you can't do this or that, it's kind of sending out vibes to the universe that you can't really handle what's lying ahead or what will lie ahead. You can't really handle this new beginning yet because you haven't quite gotten the rest that you need, that mental clearing of all of the ick. And it's that ick that desperately needs to go away to be able to start this new beginning. Like I was saying earlier with that naysaying yourself type of stuff, if you're guilty of that, I know I have been in the past, so no judgments from me. But if you're someone who does that, maybe showing yourself a little bit more self-love and some more compassion is definitely going to... where's the card? Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's definitely going to bring you into this Queen of Cups energy where she has control over her emotions. It's going to take... Well, now all my cards are messed up. It's going to take a lot of strength to do that. And it's going to take new knowledge as well. But in the end, when, you're sitting up there with all my cards are messed up now. With the energy of the High Priestess and the Empress, well, the Empress births new beginnings. She births whatever she wants, really. She can have whatever she wants. She's the Empress. So, that new beginning is the start of something absolutely amazing. It's just getting through that kind of yuckness that's keeping you stuck, that's keeping you from really advancing. And it's that thing that needs to be left behind so that you can really start to feel that that reciprocation of, hey, I'm putting out all this energy on you, and you're putting out all this energy on me. That's absolutely amazing. It could be, like the birth of a new relationship after an old one has died or something. But I don't know. I think it'll be a little different for everybody. But yeah, I don't really think there's much more for me to add on this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I hope this resonated with someone, and thank you for watching. Bye.